Hello everybody, how's everybody doing today? Well, this is Mini back. Just I don't know, a little recap of a few things. I thought I had a direction for this video, but I don't. Looking in front of you guys, nice looking sealed kit. This is the Donk from Revell, but as you can see in the picture, it could be built stock also. I don't have no lowrider parts in this one except for the batteries, I believe, still come in this kit, but it does have your stock suspension and stuff in there, so you don't have to build it as a Donk. But this right here is a nice new perfectly sealed kit. Oh dang, the monster. Perfectly sealed kit. And what this is for the Big Eddie challenge. Big Eddie, if you guys don't follow Big Eddie, go over there and check him out. He put up a picture of a car that he is going to put down as a July top 10 contender. As for me, I already put out my video a couple, maybe last week, that if you can knock my 70 Impala out of the 10th spot, out of the 9th spot, I mean, if you can knock it out of the 9th spot, I have a 70 Camaro that I'm going to give. I'm going to give this Camaro to anybody that can knock my 70 that's in 9th place right now. Right now, this is your ninth place. So you get to knock him out. You either have to come down the list or make the list, because the way we do it, you can't come up the list unless you modify the original build and make a whole new video and a whole new entry. But you have to modify your original build to try to move it up the list. So Big Eddie throws a call out video. He throws a call out video that he is going to have the Challenger, I believe it is, like a 70s style, as anybody that can beat him in points, not as in a position. So if Big Eddie's new build does not make the top 10, his giveaway, his challenge was to whoever can beat him points wise, like the next point. Every person gets up to 500 points on the top 10 list. So if you do a 301 and he only does a 300, you'll be the one that gets the kit, not the first place guy or the second place guy. So that's a nice little challenge. So I was going to take him up on that bet, but my bet is going to be a little different. If Big Eddie can place higher than me, I'll let him have this kit. What kind of call out? That's a call out. That's like, we really can't climb up the list like on the top 10 Street Outlaws. They can actually bypass the list. They don't have to race the 8th spot to become the 8th spot. They can go right up the list and say, look, I want the 5th spot. Let me get up in the 5th spot. And he could try to take that 5th spot. Don't always work for that guy that's trying to do that, but they can ask for that top spot or for any spot, and then that's how they kind of make it to the list. Somebody either loses the race and has to come back, or you can call out whoever you want, just to race, not for the spot on the list itself. But if you can race anybody you want, you just got to call them out. They have different situations for if you want to get on the top 10 list itself. So here, I thought that would be a pretty cool challenge. That Big Eddie wants to challenge whoever can beat him in the points Again, you do not have to make the top 10 list. It's just the points. And Chip can notify Eddie of where the points was and who the next closest person was to Eddie. Chip being the big head honcho of the whole thing, he knows everybody's points. Judges don't know who the other judges are. Chip's the only one that knows the judges, so you know, I'm just trying to support the top 10, and I try to support Eddie's movement. So this right here is going to be just for Big Eddie. If he can top my score on the July build, then he'll get this kit. He's getting a lot of slack for not building a Chevrolet, so I picked him out a Chevrolet. That way he could at least say he has a Chevrolet in his collection, so I went ahead and I picked this one out for you, Big Eddie. But I also want to give a thanks out to Freddie over at H-Town Models, guys. He has offered up second place items for every month. That is a super movement and very, very exciting. Not only is it for one challenge or for 1 month, you know, per se, but Freddie has stepped up and he has they might just be little items, but just the outreach from the community on Chip's top 10 list is just super exciting. Scale World just did a nice little link for him. Chip just had his thank you video for all of us. Don't forget Sweet from Sweet Scale Details. He's been doing stuff for the top 10 list. We had a guy that don't really take part in the community per se as building and sharing with us, but he has stepped up and donated some really nice wheels. I believe it was Scott Vickers. There's a few other guys donating stuff. I like the little call out challenges like Eddie just did. He kept it nice, he kept it respectful, and that's why this challenge here goes straight to Eddie. I want to support what Eddie stepped up to the plate and he offered something, and that one there is if Eddie can beat this is the little car that I'm putting in. Now the build is for scaleworld.net. I just been tinkering with it here and there. I've showed a few pictures on Facebook, but it is a resin Mazda RX-2, and I've been chopping and modifying the Revell Olds Cutlass Pro Stock kit. So this is what I'm coming to the list with, Eddie. This is going to be your mark to beat. Per se. Yeah, I got some fitment issues. It's still in the rough stages. What's bad for me is June. The month of June, as I'm really busy during the month of June. Stuff with the kids, summer school. My local show was in June, and I get excited around this time and I start making package deals. I got quite a bit of stuff that we are donating this year from Scale World and from Mr. Mini Dreams. We're going to, give some stuff to a bunch of the youth that enter the show. I got some of the resin goodie giveaways that I'm going to share. Just odds and ends throughout the shop that I give away. But so I'm going to try my hardest to get this done after the show. And I'll have to, be all elbow grease and get this knocked out just so I can get a top spot back on the top 10 list. So I can give Eddie a little bit of harassment, and so I can just get this done to support the top 10 list that Chip has for the whole community. You guys, all my followers, again, I suggest you guys put in no matter what skill level. It's just exciting. Some of the challenges are wagers, I should say, that are coming up. A lot of us are distant from each other, not in attitudes or not in vision, but in miles. And with the YouTube, it can bring us all a little closer together. I can only speak for myself. I built some friendships. I've pissed some people off. I can only do one thing. I'm only human. I do what I enjoy. I share what I enjoy, and I appreciate those who choose to follow me. There's some people that I don't follow for the lack of their own personal content, the items they choose to put on their YouTube, either their intros or the way they talk during their video. And not knocking them, I just choose not to follow that type of thing. And but for the most part, a lot of us, we get along good with each other. There could be some bad blood and beef, but that's human nature. I don't respond to it. I don't encourage it, and I don't egg it on. We all move at our own pace. I've seen some good guys disappear that I really, really enjoyed, and I've seen some people that really don't put their heart and soul into the hobby. It's just like, whatever. And I still follow them because I'm trying to support the hobby. And the stuff I don't like is, the vulgarity and the nudity and stuff like that, which you guys already know where my basis is, where I stand as a man. But love the hobby. I want all you guys. No, I don't care your skill level. I don't care your perfected style of build. Get out there, start building, start sharing with us. Joining the top 10, it's great for me. I still get to share works that I can only share once a year. It feels nice to be rewarded and recognized for the hard work we do. I was talking to Pete over there at Scale World, and I'd made a comment that I used to have an old banner on my table that was Mr. Many Dreams, showing fools what time it is. I'm going to redo that. As I got older, and I've used that saying for years, I had a great friend who has now passed away make me that. And I cherished it for many years. But I kind of growed out of that attitude. I don't want to be a show-off. And I told Pete that, I don't want to sound arrogant. I want to be part of a movement, not part of a distraction. So, look for a new logo coming for the Mr. Many Dreams bench. Get involved in this top 10 for Chip, for YouTube, and for the hobby community. Don't forget to pop into some of our other channels we got out here. Check out some of what these guys do. You'll never realize what you might learn from some other people. You got Freddie, who stepped up over there at H-Town Models. You got Big Eddie is playing a good role, a good offer for the top 10. And don't forget, you can subscribe to some of these other channels. You got Nick over at the Beach Bum Garage. You got Big Saul over at the Gordo's Family Garage. Find out, subscribe to Chevy. Jump in on this top 10 list over at Chevy Cheeseburgers page. We got ELP. He's battling some plastic blues or modeler blues right now. He's focused on his real car and doing some rearranging. But go over there and subscribe to him. Don't forget about Gary Ruby over there at the Modeler. There's all kinds of channels we could be subscribing to learn from and move from. I would like to call out more people to the top 10 list. Like I miss my fat boy over there at Kale Gaither. I haven't seen him out in a while, and then understand it's summertime and whatnot, and it'd be so sweet to get Fast Jimmy back in the mix of this top 10. And just a few call outs there, fellas. Let's get involved. Part of this community that drawed me to sharing with you guys have kind of faded away. I would love for the community to come back to the way it was. I do know, summertime, kids out of school, and life moves on, but we're missing a lot of you greats out there. So let's get back involved in everything. And hopefully when I see you guys again, I'll be able to announce that I gave Eddie this Impala, and I gave whoever the 70 Camaro for knocking out this. So you guys have a great day. This is Minnie. Don't forget, top 10. Get at least one build this year done for Chip's top 10. I would hate to lose this. I know judges are putting in a lot of work. I know Chip's putting in a lot of work. And now ScaleWorld.net just stepped up. They're trying to link videos up for the months, you know, that are coming. So that way all you guys had mentioned that you'd like to see the builds entered and the winning builds. And Pete over there at Scale World has stepped up. He's going to try to title and label each video for that month and for that win. So, you know, there's people putting in a lot of work here. So let's give it the support that it deserves. And build. Give you something to build for instead of just sitting there building. Maybe if you had a goal, you could get something done, or you could try something new, or you could just get back in the swing of building. We'll make that for that top 10. Chevy, thanks for your good call out the other day. I'll help you in any way I can. Pete, over there at Scale World, thank you for what you're doing. Again, Big Eddie, thank you for stepping up with that challenge. And Freddie, my hat's off to you, brother. I know some of the stuff that you've been facing there in Texas, and for you to step up and give something out every month for the top 10. It's just great. Even if it is second place, you guys, that's an award in itself, because a lot of times if you ain't first, you're last. And that's the words from Ricky Bobby's daddy.